Welcome back again, everyone, and today we are reviewing the second of the new Perdomo cigars, the Exhibicions. This is the Maduro version. This is the Toro Grande. The cigar is very dark, as you can see, and it's also very hard to see the wrapper, the band, which is also very, very dark. These new Perdomos I have previously reviewed, did not do a video review, but if you look on the blog, I have reviewed the sun-grown, and it got an outstanding mark of 95. So I'm very anxious to see how the Maduro is going to stack up. The sun-grown that I previously reviewed was a Robusto. This is a much longer cigar, but look how dark and well made that cigar is. Hardly a vein showing, extremely dense. So I'm very excited to try this cigar. Again, there's the actual band. You can make it out. We need to get right to this. Okay, quickly before we cut the cap and test it out, these cigars are all Nicaraguan. They have a Nicaraguan, of course, wrapper, which is aged 6 years before being aged an additional 14 months in bourbon barrels. The binder is Nicaraguan Cuban seed, and the filler is Nicaraguan Cuban seed. So, that being said, let's try it out. The test draw is effortless. Took off just a smidgen. A lot of pepper. Some faint sweet notes right at the first light up. Sort of a woody taste. I'm going to let it sit for a minute or two and see what develops. Right now it's going to be, I'm looking forward to it. It's got a lot of dark notes to it. Coffee. It's going to be good. Be right back. About a ½ inch in, 3/4 of an inch, something like that. Look at the contrast of the ash against that dark, dark cigar. That's nice. Alright, at this point there is pretty much got a grip on the flavor profile at this point. First of all, a ton of pepper, ton of coffee, sweet grapefruit notes with an almond kicker right at the tail end of the spice. The finish is very long and thick with pretty much like a very creamy vanilla, almost custard-like. You can hear it in my voice. It's so thick. So the cigar makes a ton of smoke, and it's evenly burning at this point. Very nice. At this point, as soon as you take the draw, you can just taste the grapefruit, the thick grapefruit coffee notes. But there's a lot of pepper there. You know, pepper lovers are gonna like this. So there we are at this point. We're early, but so far so good. About 1.5 inches in now, and the cigar hasn't really changed. So it's quite consistent at this point. I read other reviews of cigars, not to try to copy them, but to get feedback, see what they thought. And I read where one reviewer described a cigar as having a lot of raisin notes, and I'm not really getting raisins. I'll stick with what I initially said, and what I'll continue to say is A, pepper, B, coffee, C, grapefruit, citrus, and a lot of all of those. But maybe if you mix all that up, you might taste something else. But that's my thoughts anyway. The vanilla finish is quite good. It's amazing how you can go from coffee and grapefruit to a finish of vanilla, but that's what you get. And you can see the cigar is continuing to burn well. The draw is effortless, just absolutely effortless. So rather full-bodied at this point. So don't expect it to get any fuller. There's not a lot of richness to these flavors at this point, but just a lot of dark notes, black coffee, sweet grapefruit, citrus, and a lot of nice black pepper. Pretty much at the midpoint. Need to remove the band next, but not a lot of changes. The coffee notes are more enhanced, if that's possible, because there are a lot of them. This cigar to me screams after dinner cigar because of the coffee notes. Any cigar with a lot of coffee notes to me just I think of as a good after dinner cigar. Not a lot else to report. I'll be back if nothing else changes shortly with a wrap up. Only about 2 inches left, and interesting thing, there is some richness that has developed in the spice. The coffee notes are first and foremost king. The grapefruit citrus now is secondary, and there is some richness to it. A few touches of vanilla can be tasted on the spice, but the finish is still one of vanilla. Didn't talk a lot about the pepper lingering, and it somewhat does. It's not a heavy lingering, but you can feel it on the palate. So interesting point there, close to the end. A little bit of richness has developed, so I thought I would bring that up. I believe I will be back next with the wrap-up. Well, back with the very end of the cigar, ready for to wrap it up. You can probably tell where I'm going with this. It's basically about coffee. If you like coffee and pepper, this is a good cigar for you. The grapefruit citrus starts out pretty strong, and then it sort of takes second note, second fiddle, if you will, to the coffee. It's all about the coffee. Very full-bodied at this point, and the finish is very nice, very long, lingering vanilla, rich vanilla. Sweet vanilla. Being critical, I would like this cigar to have been a little sweeter. I personally like Maduros that are sweet and rich, but very good cigar. As I said before, this will make a good after dinner cigar with all the coffee notes. So the Perdomo Exhibicion Maduro, the Toro Grande, I'm giving a score of 90. It's very well deserving of that, and I think you'd like it. I would urge you to try it. These are new and on shelves at your local shop now.